I once spent the night at my friend's place, Mark and Lisa. After a long night of drinking, celebrating their wedding anniversary, driving home in my condition would have been a terrible idea. And Mark's house is huge, inherited from his grandmother. Plenty of spare rooms, a perfect offer, especially for a bachelor like me with no one waiting at home. Just so you know, Mark warned me, the power goes out here at night sometimes, so be careful. My son leaves his toys everywhere. I nearly broke my neck once. I said I got it, grabbed some bedding, and went to sleep. But either the alcohol or the unfamiliar place, or both, did their job. I slept horribly. Nightmares kept waking me up. The room felt stifling, even with the window wide open, and something just felt wrong. Around 2 a.m, a brutal thirst finally forced me up. Nightmares I could handle. But thirst? No. The house was dark, as promised. But my eyes had adjusted, and I made it to the kitchen easily. I grabbed a carton of cold juice from the fridge and drank half of it in one go. That's when I heard it. A quiet, barely audible child sobbing. I frowned. Only Caleb, Mark's 4-year-old son, could be crying like that. I listened for a moment. The crying didn't stop. Mark and Lisa must have been sleeping like logs. I put the juice back and headed toward the sound. Sure, it wasn't exactly my business, but ignoring a crying kid felt wrong. The sound led me to a room at the very end of the hallway. I stopped at the door. The crying was definitely inside. I cracked the door open. A typical kid's room. A messy bed on the left, a desk by the window, a large wardrobe looming on the right. "Caleb," I whispered. "It's Uncle Daniel. Why are you crying?" Something shifted in the corner. The crying stopped. Okay, found him, I thought, and stepped inside. I closed the door and walked toward the small figure in the corner. Caleb, wrapped in a blanket, clutching a toy, still quietly sniffling. "Hey," I said softly. "Why the tears?" He didn't answer at first. Then he whispered, "The scare man." "What?" I blinked. "Behind you," he breathed. "It's standing, behind you." I swear, I felt every hair on my body stand up. I felt someone behind me. I spun around. Nothing. "In the closet," Caleb said, now standing beside me. "It's waiting for you to leave." I was angry at myself, a grown man, afraid of a kid's scary story. Muttering the usual, "It's just your imagination," I walked toward the closet. Caleb stayed in the corner. "See? Nothing here," I said, and flung the doors open. It was empty. I tucked Caleb into bed, wished him good night, and promised to personally deal with any monster in the house. In the morning, Mark woke me up. We had breakfast and headed out to go fishing. On the way, I remembered what happened at night and told him the story, laughing. Mark didn't laugh. He didn't say anything at all. Then he told me, "Turn the car around." I stared at him. He looked ghost white. "Caleb slept in our room the entire night," he said quietly. "And that room at the end of the hall, that used to be my older brother's room." "Your brother?" I asked, feeling cold creep up my spine. Mark nodded slowly. "He was 4 when they found him dead. He told us he kept seeing someone who came out of the closet, and Caleb says he sees him too."